Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining me once again for another beer review, Hoggie's beer review, and today we're drinking Southern Tier. This is the first time I've ever tried a Southern Tier beer. Southern Tier just started being distributed in Florida in the last couple months, I'd say. I picked this six-pack up in Orlando, of all places, about a month or so ago, and I've been sitting on it since. A lot of my regular viewers know. You've seen it in a few beer mail and little videos I've done. And its time has finally come. So Southern Tier's IPA. When I like to always try the IPA first. Whenever I'm experimenting with a new brewery, I like to try their IPA. It helps me gauge the quality of the brewery overall, because I've had so many IPAs. It's my favorite style. It's a style I'm very familiar with. So for me, it's a great way to gauge more or less how good the brewery is as a whole. So that's why I picked up their IPA before I picked up anything else. And here it is, Southern Tier's IPA. Punching it up on Beer Advocate like I always do. B+ out of 602 reviews. So when you average a B+ out of 600 plus reviews, that's a pretty good sign. It says Southern Tier Brewing Company, New York. It's an American IPA at 6.5 ABV. Cool. So, let's get right to it here. I think this is the coldest one. Let me see. Brewed by Southern Tier Brewing Company, Lakewood, New York. There you go. Doesn't really say anything. SouthernTierBrewing.com on the side. But no, it just says IPA in big letters over green to signify the hops, I'm guessing. So, get right to it. Of course, I'm going to break out my IPA goblet. I review all of my IPAs out of the same glass. Puts them all on that level playing field. Slide this over. And as far as opening it, I don't have a Southern Tier cap, obviously, because I've never had a Southern Tier beer. I don't know if you can make that out there. But since I want to save that cap, and since it's been requested of me, I'm going to do this trick again. Last time I used my girlfriend's machete, which is nice, new, pretty. This is my machete. It's beat to hell. Tip's been broken off. It's not as sharp as it could be. Duct tape on the grip. But it should do a fine trick of opening a beer and not bending the cap. So the cap's good. The beer's open. The machete's still dull. Oh, that smells good. That was sweet hops right there, guys. That's a good sign. So, let's see. Ooh, this is a nice clear color. Dark golden amber, but it's a bit on the light side and it's clear. Again, for my regular viewers, I don't like a dark malty IPA, so this looks like exactly what I like. And it smells great. Notes of pine. Hints of citrus, but you also get that sweet pineapple kind of hop. Yeah, fruity, pineapple-y goodness mixed with some pine tree. Mixed with an underlying malt sweetness, a hint of caramel under there. Yeah, that smells good. And of course the head is nice and frothy, only a few big bubbles. Sticks to the glass very well. Yeah, this looks good. So, I've been sitting on this for a month and change. I think it's time to dig right in. Wow. That is good. That is good. That's good. Okay. I can understand the hype behind Southern Tier now. This reminds me of something. It reminds me of another IPA, but I can't put my finger on which one. We'll see if it comes to me. The hops hit you up front, but they don't bite as hard as you might imagine. They hit you right up front and say, hey, this is a hoppy beer. But again, it's not a really, really bitter beginning to this beer. You get the flavor of the hops. It's piney. It's, I don't want to say grainy, but it's close. It has a texture to it. For the light color, this beer is a little on the heavy side. It's approaching medium. I mean, it's not like a stout kind of heavy. It's not like a really malt-rich beer kind of heavy. But for this golden orange color, light amber color, it's heavier than you might expect. There's body, there's depth to it. So you get that bitterness, that touch of graininess. You notice the heavier mouthfeel, well, heavier than you might expect anyway. Now the malt middle is real subtle. It's not a lot of sweetness and middle to this beer. The malts are there though, and I bet you when this thing gets warm, because I don't drink my IPAs frosty cold, but I drink them cold. As this beer warms, that malt is going to show more. I can see it already. So that's a pretty good malt body. And the finish is resinous, is piney. It's delicious. This is a really good beer. This is a good IPA. I don't know if it's good enough to break my top 5, but it is damn close. This is good, and you can already see the lacing on the glass there. It's a piney, resinous, hop oil aftertaste, but it doesn't linger forever. I mean, the aftertaste kind of lasts a little bit, but it's light. You know, a few swallows in about 30 seconds, and it's gone. So it leaves a little reminder, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. So that's good. Not that I mind, but I know some people might. But I mean, I'm rambling on enough about this, man. This is just a really good beer. Southern Tier. I'm looking forward to trying more stuff from them because I see that there really is some quality and some work put into these beers. This is good stuff. All in all, you know what? This is a glass full. This is a good IPA. This is a good IPA, and if you're a fan of IPAs, I suggest you check this out if Southern Tier is available in your area. It's really that good and refreshing and bitter and tasty and everything an IPA should be, at least in my opinion. So there it is, guys. I finally did the Southern Tier IPA, and damned if I didn't like it. A glass full and a beer I recommend. So on that note, I'll let you guys know. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. Cheers.